Good afternoon. Today I'm going to be doing a math recap on multiplication and division inequalities. Today we're going to discuss and talk about how do we use a model and an equation to solve multiplication and division word problems. On your first set of your homework, it's asking you to use a strip diagram or a related equation to solve. So I'm going to demonstrate both. Number 1 says C divided by 5 equals 13. Well, from this equation, I know that I don't know my total. So I'm going to label it C. But I know that I'm dividing my total into 5 equal groups, and that each group will have 13. So I can use this to solve. I can also do a related equation, because besides writing C divided by 5 equals 13, I see that I have 13 groups of 5 groups of 13, so I could write 13 times 5 equals C. And then I would continue to solve 13 times 5 and get 65. C equaling 65. So I can do a strip diagram or related equation to solve. For number 3, this was a new thing that I introduced in class today. Starting now with this algebraic thinking unit, whenever we see a number next to a letter, that means multiplication. They're going to take out the multiplication sign, and you're going to have to infer that that means multiplication. So let's see, how would I use a strip diagram to show this? Well, I know that my total is 68. I know that it's 4 equal parts, but I don't know what each part is. So I could take this and I could rewrite this equation as 68 divided by 4 equals P. Then I would solve for P by dividing 68 divided by 4. 4 goes into 6 one time. 1 times 4 is 4. 6 minus 4 is 2. Bring down your 8. 4 goes into 28 7 times. 7 times 4 is 28. And my remainder is 0. So P equals 17. So for the rest of the odd number problems, you can make a model, a strip diagram, but you can also write a related equation to help you solve for the variable. The last one that I will work on is I will do number 18. Okay. Dory earned 95 points on her science test. She received 5 points for each question she answered correctly. How many questions did Dory answer correctly? The equation 5Q equals 95 can be used to find Q, the number of questions she answered correctly. So let's go back through to see that what we're looking for. We're looking for the number of questions that she answered correctly. It shows that she earned a total of 95 points on her test, and she received 5 points for each one she answered correctly. So if I draw my model, I know my total is 95. I know that she got 5 points for each question, right? But I don't know how many questions that is. So my equation, one suggested equation is 5Q equals 95, but I could also write 95 divided by 5 equals Q. And now I'm ready to solve for Q. 95 divided by 5. 5 goes into 9 one time. 1 times 5 is 5. Bring down your 4. Subtract, get 4, bring down your 5. 5 goes into 45. 9 times. 9 times 5 is 45. And my remainder is 0. So Q equals 19. And that would be answer C. I hope that helps you with your homework tonight. And again, if you have any questions, make sure you bring your questions to class tomorrow. Have a good evening.